Hey guys, lowman02, and I'm joined here on Cardboard Confrontation channel by Jordan, Magic Stronghold.
Hey
We're playing
guys.
some Premodern, and I'm playing with a brew. Yeah, this hand looks fine. Honestly, I probably should give myself the draw with this deck. So I'm playing Parfait, or Tax Rack, I think is what people would call it. I'm going to keep this. Tax Rack may be what people call it nowadays.
Yeah, I guess so. They used to have much cooler names back in the day, right? Like,
Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles,
yeah,
Wheaties.
yeah.
Alright, tax, bro.
All right.
Don't turn one, erase me. Erasure, or whatever that card is.
Erase from Urza's Legacy.
Yeah, it's actually been reprinted a bunch of core sets too, which is kind of funny. All right, planes. Alrighty. Well, man, it really stinks. I'm out of lands. I don't know what to do.
Sure you are. Sure you are, buddy.
I'm playing White Weenie, dude. Come on now.
Okay. Where's your Savannah Lines? I don't believe you.
um. Hmm.
I did make a mistake. I should have played this other card.
Yeah, want to blow
Wow.
that thing up. Yep, mana advantage is important. Plus, I'm going to be ditching cards if I don't do something with my cards in hand right now. So I'm going to get one of these, and one of these, and what does that put me up to? 7 plus 8 with the draw step. Yep. Alrighty. Here go, my friend. Ditch one of these.
Snow-covered island.
Yeah, man, I want to make sure I really die to Icequake.
Okay, no problem. Deal.
I don't know why I chose the snows. Monk Realist. Okay.
I should have played
Is that
it
what you meant
last
to play
turn.
last turn? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have probably played it last turn, you know.
Hey, man, I just got the Ancestral Recall. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it,
It's a worse Ancestral Recall. All you got were basic lands, okay?
That's true. It's true. All right, you go. You got a 1-1 beatdown. I got to figure that thing out.
Don't worry. It's okay.
All right. Is it? I
Yeah.
don't know. Monk Realist, A.
Yep. Forbid with buyback?
Maybe. Yep. These decisions are paying dividends.
Hey, I understand. I get it, man. Yeah, 5 cards in hand. While you're tapped out, why not?
Oh, okay. So you are definitely playing some sort of graveyard combo deck. Okie dokie. Well, I think this may be relevant. Go ahead.
Okay.
Is it very relevant or no?
It's pretty relevant.
Yeah, it feels like you're probably playing something that likes to like one of the decks we're talking about, like Wheaties. The Cocoa Pebbles.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. All right, you got her.
Well, you're gonna take one, buddy. Take one.
All right, man. I got to draw that Swords of Plowshares now.
I don't know if it's a good idea for me.
All right, I'm gonna play this out, and then
Horror of Silence. Oh, you monster. That thing
I know,
just...
right?
Oh my god.
Main deck even. I gotta deal with her.
Yeah, well, you gotta do it.
Counterspell up.
Yep.
Maybe.
Don't worry,
Got lands.
I got lands for days. Days.
Waiting to cast that that 4-drop enchantment.
Yeah, definitely not gonna happen right now.
You sure? You want to try for it?
Maybe if I got like 3 more in my hand.
All right. I am gonna play this out. I'm gonna blow up this land.
Oh no, one of my 1,000 lands I have.
I'm gonna play this out.
Oh, I love that card.
It's pretty good with land tax and scroll rack. Alrighty, I do need to hit a tax at some point. Luckily, Aura of Silence is not a unilateral, or is that a bilateral effect?
Yeah. Lucky you.
Lucky me. All right, get in there, monk realist. Do
Man,
some work.
you only have 15 turns to live. I don't know if you can get a combo off by then.
I don't really have a combo per se.
Yeah.
Oh, that card looks a lot like the last one I just threw out.
Oh, good card.
Okay.
Let's see what else I can draw here. Oh, sure. Let's throw this into the counter spells. Oh, you and your stupid aura
Or
silence.
yeah, pay extra for it. Oh. Un momento, buddy.
No problem. Yeah, you gotta bounce those lands and ditch to the forbid.
I am.
Man, you must have 2 other golden cards in your hand.
Maybe.
Don't worry. Only 14 more turns and you'll be dead.
And I'll be beat down.
Oh yeah. Good thing I have the shields for you to block all those creatures you're throwing at me.
All right, you go, buddy. Here go.
Okay. Yeah, let's cast this card.
What do you have in the graveyard? Yavimaya Granger? That's going to ramp you. It's dangerous business right there. All right. I'm going to do this without buyback.
No buyback.
Nope.
You gotta have another one in your hand?
Maybe.
Man, you should have Curse Scroll. You'd be winning right now. Gosh. Okay. Interesting.
All right, you go, buddy.
Wow, you just let that die?
What die?
Your mana?
My land? Yeah. This deck doesn't really care about its lands. I mean, it gets more of them eventually.
Do you actually discard a lot of land in that deck?
I have not played this deck against anyone yet, so I could be playing it completely wrong. It could be a bad theory of play.
I think you should play like Planar Birth in your deck.
I don't even know what that card does, dude, off the top of my head.
It brings all lands into their controller or their owners into play, basically from the graveyard.
That'd be pretty amazing, actually.
Well, if you're gonna be discarding them with trade routes, like
I'm just doing it here to try to get something going. That's what Daddy wanted to see, man.
a lot of Okay.
There you go, buddy.
Okay.
God's love, amigo. God's love.
I don't know, that Aura of Silence is so brutal.
It's a savage card. It's a singleton in the deck, but when you're playing Enlightened Tutor, I think it makes sense.
Well, yeah, it's like the mono black toolbox deck from like 1999 or whatever.
And like worst case, I mean it's a disenchant for 1 more mana, but on big mana control, it tends to be, I think, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, give me all the lands, all the lands, please.
Yeah. This one's gonna be a toughie.
All right. Hope you got Wasteland in your deck, buddy.
Oh, the dudes.
The dudes arrived.
Well, if you want to counter this, man, you can totally just counter this.
All right. Nope. Nope. Get that card, man. Take that card.
Well, let's force you to use a counter spell.
Okay.
Let's force it.
No, that's all right.
No, that's good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, it probably means I may have or not have a certain card in my hand. I can attack into my tokens.
No, no. Yeah. Always going farming, huh?
Yeah, she's a big time farmer, man. Big time farmer.
Huge.
I don't know if you knew that about her.
Well, no.
She and Mother Runes are like best friends. Did the same person do the same? Are they art for those things?
I don't know. I don't know. All right.
Alrighty.
Don't attack. I have walls.
You do. You have walls. I guess I can start shrinking your your shield sphere. Start killing it so it can go in the graveyard and get living death back or whatever's gonna happen here.
That'd be awesome.
All right. Wall of Roots.
It's
Yeah,
wall
buddy.
time, buddy.
Killshore and Outpost will eventually get there. Or I'll mill. One or the other.
Well, I know this is not going through.
Hmm. You know it's not?
Yeah, it's well. You can. You just kill it with your Aura Silence.
Yeah. So I'm debating actually.
Because if you kill it with your Aura Silence, then if I draw something next turn, then you have to counter that. Or if you countered it now, then it's still the Aura Silence is still insurance, right? And you can just, if you have a forbid in your hand, you just forbid buyback. You only like make
but
a
the
token
issue's
a
gonna
turn
become
later.
I actually want my mana here. I don't want to ditch more mana, to be honest.
Well, you did kill
that's
a
good.
land.
Yeah, no, I do need lands because I only have a couple of win cons. Alright, so that does happen. Here you go. You want to attack with Monk Realist? Free attack, right?
Yeah, it is. Kind of. No, not anymore.
Nope.
That thing's dead.
It is. I will block so you can Rexer that thing.
No, not right now.
Alright. I'm actually not going to make a Kel'Jor Outpost token. Make sure I have no lands up. I'm pretty sure I have none. Yep, there's none left. Alright. Oh, there you are, buddy. Alright, I am going to play a land out here. I am going to cast Wrath of God.
Yep. Figured as much.
Yep. Alright, here we go.
That's a foil 7th edition Wrath of God.
It is, so it's like black in the center. I saw that thing, I was like, man, that thing looks hilarious.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's crazy. It looks super similar to like Damnation.
Damnation. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, it looks like Damnation. Yeah, okay. It's annoying as hell, but okay.
It blocks those dudes for like days.
It does.
should have killed your Lantax.
Yeah, it's a powerful, powerful magic card.
Oh yeah, it's. All right. Are you playing with Spellbook too, so you don't have to discard cards?
No, I'm not. Alrighty. Alrighty, you go, man.
All right. Make sure I pay upkeep because I want to kill some dudes.
Well, I'm probably not blocking this turn.
That's fair.
Probably gonna leave up my 4 bid.
That is very, very fair. Well, let's send in the dude. Put
Get
you
in
down.
there, you.
Oh, come on.
Doesn't want to do it. Doesn't want to do it. Doesn't believe.
Does not believe in my cause. One bit.
No. She even made you pay twice. I mean, look at her. She's a traitor, basically. It's almost like you want her to die.
Well, I don't know what want. Want and need is totally different here.
Alright, Light and Tutor here. I'm going to find another really fun card.
Oh, wow. Oh, my. Alright.
Alrighty. So I do not get to tax this turn, unfortunately. No. I used an Enlightened Tutor. It's a non-bow, I know.
The non-bow combos.
Yep. I actually don't get to cast it this turn either. I get to say, go.
Oh, wow. Alright. This is awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it gonna Birdie Birds?
It's going to be a 1-mana 1/1 when you cast him.
Hey man, Mods' Goblin Raiders attacks for more than Birds of Paradise does. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you're correct. Same with Fugitive Wizard and Merfolk of the Pearl Trident.
I can get in there.
Oh wow.
Gotta amass the army.
Oh no. Where's my Pyrokinesis?
That would be a completely non-red deck. Yeah. I'm gonna take all these. Alright, I'm gonna end up playing out a land here, I think. And, yeah, well, I guess we don't have to go that route. No, we do.
You know, it'd be funny if you played Humility and then played Crusade afterwards.
That would be awesome. Well, your Radiant Dragoons would be a 2/2 too. Best combo ever to have like one Crusade for a light tier to find. He's so great.
It'd be the best.
It would be like the best combo. Like, what are you playing? Jank? Just jank?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this out.
Okay.
Alrighty, buddy. Here you go.
I'm pretty hooped. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, man, you can use Dirt Riddle to get value on 1/1s.
Correct.
There'd be a legitimate fear of me milling as well, but Scroll Rack makes it so you can't mill, right? You just always put cards back in your deck. What does that do for you?
Probably nothing.
The answer is absolutely nada. Except you can keep on getting back the white creature when I play that Fatback Crusade out of my deck.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. You got a golden wish in there? You're just gonna wish it up?
Oh, Golden Wish! Wow, that's a throwback, man. I didn't even think that card was ever. I think that card has never seen play. I don't think.
Not in competitive play at all. Like
No,
zero, zero, zero. Like it should have been like 3 mana. It
I
would
think
have
it
been
was the
okay.
worst wish.
It is
Honestly,
absolutely the worst wish. Like worse than the black one, which is like the death wish or whatever.
yeah, that one
Yet,
is actually like maybe playable.
well, it's playable with
Maybe.
like storm things where you don't really care about your life. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's literally the worst wish. It was way too expensive. Like Living Wish was good, but it was underplayed for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and then, until like Ely Cassis played it. I don't know, in some legacy event a little while ago. Yeah.
Glittering Wish has probably seen more play than half the Wish cycle. Sadly enough,
Oh,
that was
absolutely.
actually
Like
that was actually a card from Hypergenesis too, right? I want to say maybe it wasn't. Maybe they never played it in that.
I don't remember when it was played, but it was
Yeah.
popular like a year ago. It like spiked up to like I don't know, $15 or $20 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy because it was only reprinted or it was only printed once for a long time. So
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna play. Oh, huh. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tap this gig right here to do this.
all right, I think it's pretty scoop phasey right now. You can counter anything I draw.
Yeah. Probably. I'm gonna do that. There's the card I was looking for. I don't care about these nonsenses. They can get land taxed for all I care. Yep. All right, you go, buddy.
All right, let's see what I draw. Bam. Nope.
Is it? Can it beat humility?
Probably not.
All right.
Definitely not. All right.
Nope. Hurry up and kill yourself with them. Ah! The city of brass.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm just gonna concede. I'm pretty
Okay.
done.
I have the decree now. I was looking for decree just to close the game out. I do have it in hand now. That's what I was doing last turn. Parfaiting around. All right,
Oh well. Okay.
something tells me Tormod's Crypt and Phyrexian Furnace are good against you. Um,
Probably.
yeah. Ooh, this card's probably also pretty good against you. Hmm. It's almost like this deck's just good against green decks in general. It's almost like it's really good against green. I don't like this as much. Not gonna cut trade routes. So I can probably go cut an impulse. We can just do one of these. I don't think I need Phyrexian Furnace and Tormod's Crypt. Alrighty. Well, I'm subbed. Cut one of the foils. A recent addition to the Pauper lineup. It's got people in a tizzy right now about the power of Pauper Xerox.
Really? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
I don't play Pauper, but I know quite a few folks who do, and they're like, "Oh, Xerox is broken." I'm like, "Bro, it's a fucking Eternal format. Of course it is." I mean, come on, like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like the problem is that you have Gush unrestricted / not banned. Like preordained is the problem. Like, dude, I'll tell you right now. Like in in Delver aggro, if I had a choice between being able to play 4 Gushes or 1 Gush and 1 Ancestral Recall, I would take 4 Gushes every time.
Yeah. For sure.
It's actually a more powerful card in aggressive blue decks or tempo blue decks. I have some real honey.
That is for sure.
Yeah. I have some real honeys in the sideboard of this deck. Auraflux.
Oh man, that's
Arcane
gonna be...
Laboratory.
Jesus. Seems like pretty bad news bears for me.
I don't think Auraflux does anything to you.
Well, it makes like my enchantments much more expensive, right?
Well, Auraflux, no, it makes them expensive if you leave them in play, but you just tap 2 every turn. I mean, by the time you get the Wheaties combo online, I don't think your mana really matters anymore.
Not as much, no.
Now against like Enchantress, like dropping a fatback Auraflux is probably a good game, but especially with like Wastelands for their Cirrus Sanctum and whatnot.
Still trying to figure what I want to sideboard in.
No, one of the cool design spaces for the viewers to ponder. Like I was tinkering around with Enlightened Tutor, and one of the kind of cool things it allows you to do with your sideboard space is do a lot more singletons, especially if they're like hosing enchantments like Chill or Circle Protection Red, of which I'm looking at right now. You know, Arcane Laboratory, but you can just put Misers in or artifacts. I mean, obviously Phyrexian Furnace and Tormod's Crypt. I made the option here just to play one of them over the other.
Well, that was annoying.
What's that?
I just ran out of time.
Oh, did you? Oh no! Oh no! Oh my
See,
goodness.
that's what I get for thinking so damn hard.
Oh no!
Well,
I gotta think here, man. I'm gonna mull this. It would be like the greediest keep ever. I'm gonna keep this, but reluctantly.
don't worry,
We'll
I kept
definitely
something
top
also
that.
very greedy, so we're good.
It was a one-lander with Enlightened Tutor.
That
One
is
plains and
super
Enlightened Tutor.
greedy. That is.
Well, it gets land tax, takes off, right? I mean, it's just pure gas.
Yeah.
All right, I'll leave up the plow for your birds,
Sounds good.
or for your wall of roots.
Alright. Well,
Take 2. It's gonna increase my clock by like 20 turns. Oh, that's a good one.
yeah, plow that.
Nope, can't plow that one. You're gonna take a shitload of damage off your land, so that's great for me. Oh, I forgot I sideboarded that sweetie in.
Disenchant?
No, I didn't sideboard that in. I actually just left the Miser enchantment killer in the deck. Like, oh, this guy? Okay.
No mana leak?
No, I don't have a mana leak in hand. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this now.
Alright. That was an amazing card.
What's that? Mana leak?
No, Impulse.
Yeah, it is. Great control card. Or combo, I suppose.
It was insane.
Look.
It was just simply just the craziest card ever.
No, I actually first picked it a lot in Vintage Cube, which is funny because you think all the powerful cards and like it's just so flexible is the biggest thing with it. Alrighty, well I'm gonna play a Plains and I'm gonna play this out, and you can blow it up if you'd like.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna die to my own cities, so I'm pretty good there.
Yep. I'm gonna let her die. Alright. Oh, you already got the Monk Realist in hand? You don't have to tutor for it?
I
How lucky.
actually just top decked that. That was pretty insane.
Oh, how lucky. I mean, it's a difference in 1 mana. Alright, you got it.
That's pretty lucky.
Oh, it's not that bad. Could be worse for me. Alright. Land, go. You use that survival? No survival.
No.
No, okay.
I gotta conserve my life here.
My deck's a known beatdown deck. be very scared, my man. Be very scared.
Yeah. Don't worry, you have we're on the clock. We're both on the clock. It's okay.
That's true. Alrighty. Here you go, man.
Alright, let's use this thing.
Alrighty, get there. Oh, you have wall roots, dude.
No, saving the mana.
Alrighty. Saving the counters.
Yeah, just
Alrighty.
definitely saving the mana.
Akruma.
Yeah, it's definitely a special card.
Could just get what's her name? Mom face. Grandma face.
Grandma face. I can. You're right. I could totally get grandma face right now.
Yeah, you got grandma face. Perfect. All right. Alrighty. Let's see what happens here.
You're probably just gonna plow her.
Set up for that dismantling blow.
Oh God, did you board that in? Because that would suck.
Oh, that's main deck, bro. I'm kidding. It's not. No, I probably did sideboard it, and I saw another hoser I got in my hand. That's so great.
It's so great.
Everything's awesome with this card in hand.
You're
Yeah,
a
you got it.
monster. You're a monster.
I know, man. I know. I try really hard not to be, but they don't have AA meetings for monsters, man. All right. Yep. Take the 1/1 beats.
Man, I haven't played this deck in a long time.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pay the iron price for this here gush.
Wow.
That's the iron price right there. Just getting after it. Sometimes you got to do it, man. All right, buddy.
Well, you got your 2 islands now. You're good.
Yeah, I'll just drop my fat back humility soon. Just... Alrighty. 2 damage, alright.
Let's get in there.
Academy Rector. Normally you leave her back to block, but because no one attacks into her.
Alright, let's
I've got Magic Hack Honorable Passage in hand. What do you think of that?
Magical Hack. Okay.
Or was it Magic Hack? I think is what it's actually called. Yeah, that I don't. I'm not feeling that, bro. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Yeah, if you have a Reb. No,
I understand. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, that one I can't do.
I understand. It's okay.
All right. Yeah, Birdie Birds. Yeah.
Oh man.
Why'd you cast that one out? Could you like turn that into something good?
I actually meant to survival.
Oh. Yeah. Yep.
I forgot to click my survival. You know, it's late when?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's only like 5 a.m. or so.
Alrighty. Well, your go, buddy.
Oh, man. Alright. This is not turning out well for me. Well, if you can't kill me...
Give me the beat downs.
Yeah.
Worship.
Yeah, I was supposed to sideboard that out, but, yeah.
Do I care about this?
Not really.
I don't think I do either.
No, you don't.
All right, you can have it. You can have it.
You're just like, oh, okay.
I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, it's a very powerful card, but birds are getting it. That was a control all attack.
Yeah.
Birdie Bird sending messages. All right.
Well, I'm not gonna do anything else.
All right. I gotta play careful around this thing. I'm gonna give her the 1/4. Sorry, Grandmom face. I love you, but like a fat back cabal ritual that I can counter all I want, but it still owns me.
Yep.
Or not cabal ritual, cabal therapy. My bad.
Oh my.
Alrighty. Alright, you go, man.
You know you're supposed to put threats on the board, right? Like, that's how you win the game?
Eventually. That's true. I think you mill first, I think, if you survival one more time. Hey, I just played Steel Stompy against you. That definitely put some threats down.
Yeah.
And Mean Girls.deck.
That was
all right.
That was pretty funny.
All right, you go, man. Feel survival coming on. That Utabi orangutan deal with the T-Crypt. I probably shouldn't have I probably had to play it out. So you don't nightmare me out.
All right.
I'm really good at this. I'm really good at this guessing game, aren't I?
You're pretty good at it. I'm not.
Yeah. All right. Those mana leaks have gotten bad. I mean, if you try to hard cast an Akruma, maybe. Alrighty.
Alright. Decision time.
Alright.
I can't do anything with it.
Alright. Alright, you go, buddy.
Man, that realist is getting in
He's
there.
been doing some work. He's doing some work. I don't think I haven't fetched, so yeah, he's done all that work himself. Well, he and the Grandmom face beat me down for a couple turns, I think. Oh, squee? No shit. You could have survived with him at anything you wanted to.
You're right, I could.
Alright, you got it, buddy.
But
You
I'm
got
on
the squee.
I'm on beatdown phase here, buddy. I'm
You
coming
got the
in.
squee goblin to Bob. Get in there. Take me to 10.
Where's my hit a second second right? I'll be like,
Oh. I may or may not have a forbid for that. Like, get rid of him. Huh. That's an interesting card. Yeah, okay.
stupid crypt.
Yeah, man. It is a silly one. Yeah, okay.
Well, I wish I had a trade routes right now.
Yeah, me too, buddy. This is Enlightened Tutor in my hand. May just find it.
Seems like a good plan.
Yeah,
Oh my
could do
God.
that. Hmm.
Just don't play a propaganda, we'll be good.
I actually do not have one on the sideboard. I probably should, but
I think I was only playing in one deck's sideboard back in the day.
why would someone ever cast this card and like not have any threats on board?
Do you want to give me cards in my hand? I'm okay.
Oh, or they're playing to create justice like a miser.
Yeah, that's probably because you're a miser.
Probably true. Aren't we all? On certain days, we all are. All right, I'll go to 8. You want to go for a new a monk realist, the second monk realist, and blow up my standstill?
Oh no, I didn't get the sideboard in because I didn't hit submit.
Well, that doesn't work anyways, but it'd be sweet.
No, not that, but
All right, Mesmeric Fiend. Okay.
let's bust that standstill. Okay.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Yep. Okay. Stupid cities.
They're doing a lot of work for me, man. Tell you what.
Alright. No silence. Kill my.
No, actually. I'm gonna get humility. I think
Okay.
it's actually better here. I'm gonna take more of a beatdown next turn, but
You ever thought of playing like Sacred Mesa in that deck?
honestly, it probably wouldn't be horrible. It probably wouldn't be a bad win con. Okie doke. Well, yep.
Any order.
Eventually, I do need to blow up the warship, but we'll find. We'll figure it out.
Well, I gotta draw a creature to save my butt first.
Yeah, that's true. Alrighty.
Gotta stop drawing all these damn lands.
Should have saved this, the old Nabob, man. Nabob would have taken on the value train for creatures. Because he does not lose abilities in the graveyard, does he? Actually, he does, doesn't he? Yeah.
Okay, let's.
How does that replacement work? Does humility actually stop Squee from doing stuff and things?
No.
Okay.
Because it's in your graveyard. Humility
Fair.
only affects in play. So I can't actually do anything crazy here.
No, humility turns off most crazy things. You have to use a spell to kill humility, right? Like a seal or something. You may have a seal in your deck though if you're playing the grandma faces, maybe.
No, I don't have any. No seals to. Well, this is gonna be funny.
What do you got here? A 1/1. Okie doke.
This is gonna be interesting for you. Yeah, 4/4 action. Take that.
I like it, buddy. I like it. In the land of the blind and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Add those +1/+1 counters. Are you gonna send him farming? Because that would suck.
He's going to the field, my man. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Hey, he still gained you 4.
He absolutely did. You're right. I'm just like, well, he's tapping a lot of mana. He probably shouldn't.
Like to decree it.
Yeah. Is it still end of my turn?
Yep.
Oh, okay. You didn't like opt for the super greedy make 5 kind of thing?
No. 5 doesn't make a difference on this clock, does it? Over 4?
It's like 3 to 4 turns. Like even if I like somehow draw a blocker.
Well, the problem is I still have Forbidden Hand, right?
Yeah.
At this very moment, and 2 cards, so I can counter the next 2 creatures. So I think 4 is exactly the same, right?
I feel like with like Recurring Nightmare and stuff like lands that make creatures. Recurring Nightmare
that's
just
fair.
got so much more disgusting now than it was back then.
Oh yeah, Recurring Nightmare is dumb. Like the problem is like it's weird because obviously its power scales with the more ETBs you have on creatures.
Yeah.
Which is funny because like that design trend kind of like it's still around, but not as much. Like I feel like it kind of died off like after like Acidic Slime era and stuff like that. I mean, you had like Siege Rhino, which is kind of a cool ETB that gets played in a lot of junk Recurring Nightmare builds. But the card doesn't see play in any Eternal format anymore, right?
No.
Which is kind of sad. But I mean, then again, Survival can't be played except for in Vintage. So, in Survival, that makes sense because Survival is just dumb. All right.
Survival is pretty dumb.
Yeah, Survival is just stupid.
Can't do anything. I'm pretty dead.
All right. I had Lighten Tutor anyways if I really need to go get the thing to blow up the warship or whatever. At this point, but I also have a counter. Well, 2 counters, I guess.
Yeah, we got pretty flooded this game, so There's not much I can do.
Well, the Rexer lists do run a lot of lands, right? I noticed on my Rexer list, I tend to flood a lot too, just because it has like a lot of lands in it.
Well, it has 23 lands, and then it
Well, that's a
has
lot for a mana dork deck, right?
23, kind of.
I've noticed as well, and like I don't know how similar my list is to yours. I don't have a G2 Slinger in mine, but I think I use Mog Fanatic. That was my deck is like Mog Fanatic because he dies right away, and he only does one though.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what would be cool is Fire Imp, but it doesn't die. It doesn't die to itself. That card's sweet though. No one ever plays it.
Yeah, you need
Well,
a
good
better
game,
sack
buddy.
outlet. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, you do. You definitely do. But Fire Imp is pretty sweet. But he also shoots your own shit if if someone else isn't playing creatures like my deck.
Yep.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, that was a Parfait combo, winning tragically slow turn 18 kill. Jesus. I do think this deck's pretty good though. Like I do. I think this was a decent creation. I definitely had fun building it. I didn't get to use a couple of my signature cards, the foils in there. There's some foils in this baby.
Oh man, they just
Yeah,
reprinted it too.
they did it common. That's what I was saying. They reprinted it at common, and it's got the pauper community in an uproar because it's Xerox is really good, I guess, in that format.
Well, any kind of common counterspell that's actually like super good playable is gonna be like groundbreaking for that format.
Foil only really gets like greatly playable when one of two conditions. Like one, you're able to establish an engine for gross card advantage, which land tax is land tax, land tax and stuff in this deck, right? Or you're able to present a fast enough clock that the card advantage turns into virtual card advantage, or the card loss turns into virtual card advantage because the clock's so fast they can't win, in time or whatever. So like it's like the whole like force, or like you have so much library manipulation and draw that like you can afford you have enough dead cards that you can throw away that doesn't matter, like the Firestorm, like virtual advantage off Firestorm or something like that, as opposed to actual. So it's just it's Xerox theory at the end of the day for the tempo version of it. And I guess in some ways this deck that I'm playing kind of just recreated Brainstorm for itself, with rack tax, So that's what it is. It's basically it's a very inefficient like brainstorm is what it is at the end of the day, with a shuffle effect built into it. So that's I'm surprised that Enlightened Tutor has not gotten a banhammer in this format. I feel like the card is like looking at the list of abusable cards. Like Tinker is up there for me, but like then I started looking at the robots and I'm like, some of these robots are just terrible.
Well, I think the format's still so young that not that many people are brewing that much stuff, right? They're just remembering old decks, like when Eli and I first started trying this format out. We're just like, what decks did we used to play, right?
Correct. So like that's how I was talking to Eli, but I was like, man, some of these decks that you sent me, like they're just period decks. Like they're not like Sui Black is a period deck. I don't feel like it should probably be played in this format or with expectation that's gonna be good, right? It can be played, obviously. It's fun. Like it's a fun deck, but it's like not probably good.
It's terrible.
or like Drago. Like Drago, I do not think is probably a good deck in this format. But
no.
But in some matchups it's a god. But I mean, like like when I'm playing against Eli, of course he'll choose the worst deck against it. Like it'll just look like a badass. And then like I'll play against Mono Green Stampy and just get wrecked.
Yeah.
Because it's not good against. I don't think it's good for the format. In the format rather, not per se for it. But I do think Enlightened Tutor at some point is going to see a banhammer. Just looking through the cards they had on there, and possibly Gush. Like I was talking to you, but I think Gush and Enlightened Tutor are the two most abusable cards. Right now they have Bargain on the watch list, I guess. I don't know what that means. I guess it means maybe they're going to ban it soon.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's been played in a lot of tournaments. Maybe Storm did really well or something like that. I mean, the Storm deck is pretty good, actually, but...
I know.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like it's only bad if I'm playing against Eli's Stormbind, like Arcane Lab and Enlightened Tutor deck. And really, it's Enlightened Tutor that drives the whole deck, right? You think put Arcane Lab down, I'm like, well, I wish I had known to sideboard in my Chain of Vapors because like I didn't get a look at like, any Enlightened Tutor package in the first deck. He didn't even play. I don't even think he played Enlightened Tutor. He just like ripped into it, and I was like, oh. Good game, buddy. It's just like, yep. Unless you cast 20 spells on your turn and I'm able to do this on your end step, I'm done.
Yeah.
But no, Yeah, Enlightened Tutor, I think, Gush. I guess Yogg Bargain. I feel like Yogg Bargain is such a build around though. Like I don't feel like Enlightened Tutor to me like feels like you have so much flexibility because like your sideboard can be like what my sideboard is right now, which is just a bunch of like hoser cards,
Yeah.
but like singletons, like just single copies. Like I felt like, if I ever needed a Tormod script of that game, which I naturaled into it, like I probably have the ability to find it at any point in time, whether it's through the Parfait combo, like my brainstorm mechanism, or Enlightened Tutor, to get after it. But and then Gush. I mean, if there was a good threat in blue that could be played, Gush would be a monster, and I still think it is a pretty powerful card in the format. But I don't know. It's probably hard to break it when you don't have good, like good old school creatures that can be played with it. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of any good one drops you can play with it, like blue red Jackal Pup. I don't know. You have to like play it in blue red, but you don't have the Volks, so you really can't.
Blue Red Jackalpup's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, no, it would not be good. I'm just trying to think of a way like that you could actually make Gush work as an aggro control deck in this format. That's where it shines. Obviously, I think it shines the most there. Um, I guess you could do like a Quarian Dryad deck, right? You could do like an old school Miracle Grow deck. That'd probably be pretty good.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
But you don't have Brainstorm. Brainstorm is pretty, I
it
think,
is pretty
quintessential.
niche.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
what
But
else would you play with it? Clairvoyance. Like,
yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. You could do what? There's some more. You could do Portent, but that's really bad. Like
yeah, but
having to
you
draw the
need it
card
to
on
be
their
like
turn.
an instant. That's the thing, right? Like,
Yeah, and you want to draw the cards on your turn. Like Portent's like I'm gonna set up for your turn and like counter your spells and shit.
yeah,
It's definitely a miracles style card, like a control card, as opposed to like an aggro control card.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of some other good ones that are old school. Like is mental. No,
Mental
no,
note.
step up. Mental Note is an old school one you could play.
Yeah.
Sorceress Sight is a pretty bad one. Peak. That's not even on Moto. Sorceress Sight's not on Moto. That's a Portal 3 Kingdom card, I think.
No, it's a Portal 1 card.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You got
so
me. You sell cards. You know better than I do.
Obsessive research or whatever, or obsessive. It's the
I think
the
you're talking
one
about
mana draw
Madness.
card with torment, and it has
Yeah,
madness.
Madness. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. You could do Peak. Peak's one you could do. I'm trying to think of like other good ones. There's like no good counter spells at one in this format. You don't have Spell Pierce, which is a bomb of a card.
You're not gonna play Abjure.
Abjure, what's that one do, dude?
You
I'm
sack
blanking.
a permanent and you counter spell. It's really bad.
You could. I mean, you could have to look at it.
It's pretty horrible.
Envelop's legal, right?
There's
Envelop's
envelope and there's also Force Spike.
Yeah, Force Spike. I feel like I don't know, man. Like maybe it's. I don't know. Like the counter spells in like this format are like all kind of like clunkers. Like comparative to like playing Eternal. I mean, like you don't have Force of Will, right?
Well, there's no
Like
Force Will. There's Foil. There's Thwart. There's Daze.
Thwart is unplayable, dude. Thwart is like not. That's a feel bad moment when you bounce 3 islands. Like you had to be playing Stasis to play it. Like that's the only deck that can be played in. Like it's so bad. You can't play that in aggro control. Like it's too much. Like
No.
Especially because like when would you ever want to gush on your opponent's turn? Like pretty much the only time you ever gush on an opponent's turn is when you need to like find foil because you're gonna lose the game. Like otherwise you're probably still not winning because like you're not like using your mana on your turn to be proactive. So I mean it's like you wouldn't want to use like if you would never want to use gush on your opponent's turn. When would you ever want to do something that's 50% worse than gush on your opponent's turn?
Well, there's like miscalculation, which is also bad counter spell. There's all the counter spells are like they're like power sync kind of counter spells, right?
I think miscalc is actually better than you give it credit for. I don't think it'd be good in this format, but on the list of cards that like Highlander, like on the list of counter spells that I put into a counter spell deck, any blue deck really, miscalc's on there. It's like miscalc, remand, mana drain, counterspell, sometimes negate, but that's a tier 2. Memory lapse is a big one. That's actually probably one that you could play in an AC deck and be pretty happy with. But yeah, what else? There's another 2 mana one that I'm forgetting. Mana leak, and I think that's all the 2 mana ones that like pretty much always go in. Daze, but it's not really a 2-mana card. If you're
Gainsay.
playing like aggro control, is Daze banned in this format?
No.
I don't think.
Gainsay.
Oh well, Gainsay is not one you always play in a blue deck. You play it in the blue
No.
mirror, but like you don't start it. I have played it, or actually, I normally nowadays, sadly enough, unless I'm feeling nostalgic, I start Jace's Defeat. Because if you rando counter a Jace, you get to scry one. that's value right there. It never comes up. I'll tell you what else never comes up. I was playing a game with that one Delver deck I showed you in Highlander. Randomly enough, I don't know if you're familiar with the card. I'm sure you're familiar with the card. Thing in the Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That card's so good.
So, it's a very good card, and I was playing in that aggro control list I showed you, like that 30 land like Xerox machine, and I had another card called Chasm Skulker out.
Well, oh my god, that card's good too.
I surprised myself, man. Like I forgot about the horror clause because it's normally never ever relevant. Like I've never seen it be relevant on Thing in the Ice. And randomly enough, Chasm Skulker is a squid whore. So I bounced the entire board, including my stuff, because I was going to die on the next turn to like a Dramoka and some big, like ridiculous green dudes.
Yeah.
And so I cleared the whole board. My opponent's tapped out, and my squid stays in play. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh! And by that point, it was literally a 1919 squid.
Wow. That thing's insane.
No, it was. I had a Dak Vaden. I had Gush that turn. I had Ancestral Recall, and I had like a Jason play. So it grew to like a 1919 within the matter of like 2 turns or something like that, because of this sheer card velocity of like a Xerox based deck. So yeah, it was stupid, and I was like, wow, like should have read that card. Yeah. I built a better synergy than I ever could have imagined.
That's insane.
Yeah, man, it was kind of goofy. Anyways, buddy, I'll let you go, man. I'm sure you want to sleep.
All right, sounds great.
All right, dude, take it easy now.
Yep, see you later.
All right, later, man.